Hi everyone, something happened to my recording, so I'm starting over again. So today we're talking about how to spot toxic Russian or Ukrainian women, how to do it early. Being from different cultures sometimes can be confusing because you might think, oh, this is her culture, this is different. But I want to tell you some things that are always right and correct. You're probably not in the market for international dating to find somebody who is, who would be toxic and not positive and uplifting. Oh my gosh, I can't hide from the sun. Anyway, so um, yes, I am more than happy to share with you some thoughts. So, number one thing that you will notice with a toxic lady is that she will talk negatively and very critically about other females. For example, she will see a beautiful female somewhere that will maybe get attention, and she will criticize. She will find that one thing that she doesn't like about her and she will criticize her. She will talk negatively about her and going into details that you would not even know. She's gonna be, oh my gosh, how she can have her hair like this. Oh, she's wearing this ugly sweater. Oh, look at her lipstick. Or, oh, look, she's really overweight. She's ugly. And that could be the most beautiful woman, the most pleasant, the most attractive person that she'll be talking about. But because she's not the one getting attention, she would be very critical and mean. And so I want you to consider that if you are with a lady that is consistently talking bad about other females, if she is, like, let's say she is a lady, she's maybe around 40 years old, okay, like 35, 40, and she maybe see younger girls, and she would say phrases like this: oh my gosh, look at how they look like cheap prostitutes. Oh, I would never let my daughter wear something like that. They would be making assumptions very unfair. They would be forgetting that when they were 16 or 18 or 20, that they also wear short skirts and bright makeup. They were, you trying yourself, you try to figure out what works. We don't come with a manual. And they would always criticize, younger girls, but they honestly would criticize any woman that put effort in herself. They would be very mean and critical to women who are just like them. That is what is insane about this, that those bitchy, bitchy, bitchy personalities, they would look for the negative, and their first target would be other women. They would criticize the way they dress, the way they look, the way they communicate. That's a first red flag. Second is they would be very nice in public, but as soon as this person they are talking to leaves, like, let's say I have a friend approaching me and I'm standing there, the friends talk to me, and I'm like, yeah, yeah, this is wonderful. And then as soon as that friend, walks out, I'm starting to talk about that friend and putting that person down and basically gossiping about the person, not about it, but about the person. So it's kind of like gossiping. It's always negative. It's hard not to talk about people at all, but whatever they say about people, it has no purpose rather than criticize and put them down, being negative. And they always focus on other people's drama. You know why? Because they do not, people who do not work on themselves, they have a lot of times to focus on others. Why are you worrying what's another lady body looks like, what your skin looks like why are you worrying about it? It doesn't matter, it's not yours. You don't need to live in that body, you don't need to wear the clothes. So they would be very critical, and they would be gossiping behind their back, and they also be contradictory. Like they would say, oh, this is a really beautiful dress on you. As soon as that person walks away, she would say, didn't she look ugly in that? Or we have this Russian custom, when you bring something to the house, let's say you are invited somewhere. So when you bring something to the house, uh, if let's say you brought expensive whiskey, or expensive drink or a dish, and there's a lot left by the time the party is over, in Russian and Ukrainian culture, you never take leftovers back because you brought it. It's sort of like your contribution, so you leave it, and then the host will enjoy that later. Not later, later. um, so I one time observed a situation where the lady, uh, there was a guest who brought a very, very expensive drink to the table, and the drink was only halfway, uh, was still halfway full, and so she offered him to take the drink back home. And in America, it's okay to bring leftovers home if if the guests didn't eat them. So as soon as he left, she said, oh my god, he is so greedy, he's so petty. I couldn't believe he just took his gift back, even though she just offered him to take that gift back, and he has no idea about Russian or Ukrainian customs, that you never bring anything back that you had gifted. So just just to kind of give you an idea, this contradictory behavior when you compliment somebody else on something, or you suggest something to somebody, and then as soon as they leave, you do completely controversial, you judge them for what they did, you reverse your words. It is a very, I would not take this lightly, and this is not this is not something to overlook, because this is in a person's bones, to be mean, to be negative, to focus on others more than you focus on yourself. So that is one of the things. And another one is the way they treat children, the way they treat elderly. Um, if she's mean to or impatient with children, if she is very cold, if she, it just means that if she is not nice to children, she is not, sweet and loving. It doesn't matter if it's, I'm not talking about her children, I'm just saying in general. It also says that she has big problems with giving. She wants to be the center of attention. She doesn't want to give, she only wants to take. And there is this thing about being very much self-absorbed and things like that. Why I brought children up? Because it doesn't matter if you have children or not, if you're a mother or not. Women naturally have the instinct for nurturing and taking care of, small beings. It doesn't, we have the saying, it is sounds, there is no child of stranger. So if you see a child, your mother's instincts is there, no matter if you are his mother or not, basically. I want to tell you guys to not overlook the traits of the ladies you meet, because later on, the only thing that important is empathy and kindness toward each other, and ability to forgive. So when it looks to you that she is nice to you, she tells you all the right words, but she is mean about others. Once again, she maybe gossips about others, she criticizes them, she talks behind their back and things like this. There is a big chance that she will talk the same about you. There is a big chance that you're gonna be in the same position as these other people that she takes apart. Unfortunately, some habits and some personality traits, they cannot be changed because you want them to change. They're like in your bones, in your DNA. So consider that. I don't know. Is the okay, guys? I want to tell you something. If you want to be notified for my live videos, you should hit that notification bell. So not only you subscribe to the channel, but there is a notification bell near the subscribe button. You need to hit that bell, so you will have notifications. So anyway, guys, that's just few aspects about the toxic ladies I want to tell you about. Um, if you want to know more, watch some more of my videos. You can join my Patreon platform for more into depth discussions. I'm posting today some materials there that I promised you guys. So feel free to comment, feel free, what is that you notice in people and you spot that as early toxicity, because you saving yourself many years of misery when you spot the toxic behavior early. I think it's important to not put your hand in the sand, when you know something is wrong, when you just know it's wrong, it's not right to do particular behavior. So from Michigan with love, guys, I will see you soon.